Yo, it's your boy Big Mouth of the South, man. Let the people know we rocking with.
Yo, you walking with your boy Boss Krizzy, man, aka Creed the Dime, man, FBG number 35, whatever you want to say, man. Do your research. If you know, you know.
Hey, let me talk to him, man. Let him know where we at.
Man, we in the hood. We in Chicago, man. You know where we at? South Side.
For sure. I heard you say a number on the end of the FBG.
Number 35. You feel me? Everybody had numbers, like the kids next door, man. You ever seen that show? Everybody had numbers. You got Young number 1, Dutchy number 2, Duck number 3, Billionaire number 4. I'm number 35, Brick number 30. And then the exclusive members that weren't even rappers, they had numbers too. So
What does the numbers mean though?
I don't know. I guess that was just our way of identifying with each other, but it stuck with us, G. So
yeah.
Like Lil J, he was 00, all that. You feel me? It stuck with everybody. It had a ring to it.
But who give you your numbers?
We gave ourselves our own numbers. I picked 35 because, you know, Kevin Durant, that was like one of my favorite NBA players. So I'm Krizzy Durant. Brick number 30, that's Brick Curry. Look, it's Krizzy Durant and Brick Curry, man. We together all the time, you feel me? Like the Warriors when they won that title together, you feel me? So that's how that came about.
So if you don't got a number, that mean you're not official or what?
I won't say you're not official, but at around that time, that was our code of everybody being around each other. That was gang, you feel me? That gang shit that came from us. So
FBG, is that still alive though? Is it like, you know what I'm saying, people still repping it, claiming it?
I mean, the people that y'all say FBG, I don't too much know about them like that. Like FBG Butter and the other characters and shit. I don't really know them. Them was the after the fame type people. They weren't there from the beginning. You feel me? Like certain niggas wasn't even rappers. They was just in the street and just was around seeing shit. So I can't speak on them. I can't speak for them.
I'm saying, but in order to be like FBG though, like, do somebody gotta say it? Like,
no, cause it wasn't no gang thing.
Yeah.
It was like strictly like music. That was Young, Dutchy, and Duck idea. That was they shit.
So I could be like, I'm FBG, and like, it ain't no issue?
No, you can't say
that.
No,
you said it was just on some music time.
It was, but like, for bro, no, like, before I was FBG, I had my own shit. Still got my own shit, like Young Boss Society or Boss Society, whatever you call it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I was on my own shit, but by me and being close and how I was with bro now, and the way we was, these niggas that I see every day, that I'm with every day, so I'm gonna rap with the niggas I fuck with versus, like, everybody had their own crowd, so it's like circles within the circle. Like, certain niggas still got their own circle of niggas that they hang with on their own, you feel me? And I was like one of them. Through the hood, like, I was respected as like one of the hood hustlers. Like, everybody in my crib, I'm hustling, I got all the weed, all the bitches coming to my house. We throwing Project X parties in that bitch, you feel me? Like, we having a good time in my crib. This mutual ground, like, you just seen all the games in my crib, from Killer Ward to Who Foul One, all that shit. Like, these was people that was around. And as times change, people do too.
FBG Butter, while we still on that,
FBG Butter.
FBG Butter.
Yeah. He used to be Gyro City, but I don't know where the FBG came from. I guess it came when the clout came in, but.
So bro just like, you know what I'm saying, woke up one day and just switched it over from Gyro Butter to FBG Butter?
Yeah. You know, everybody got big dreams and aspirations. That's how that is, though.
Didn't nobody check him about it?
Nah, he ain't check him about it, because at that time he wasn't being what you would normally see popping out your trash can. But he wasn't that type of person.
You call Butter FBI?
Yeah, man. When you tell on your brothers, you ain't my brother. You feel me? But whatever you told on Lil J, look, Snitching, you heard the saying, snitches get stitches and all that. Ain't got no stitches or nothing like that, but I don't fuck with snitches, rats, anything that's dealing with telling on somebody. I don't tell on nobody.
Yeah.
You won't find no paperwork on me.
Would you have the power to, I know it's kind of like small though, but would you have the power to like make him take the FBG off his name?
I ain't got no power to do that because I ain't start that. That's up to folks and them, however they feel about that. Obviously, they ain't feeling no type of way, so I ain't got no say on that.
Yeah.
I'm my own game.
So it is people that's cool with it though, they not really tripping on him?
If it is, I don't know who those people are. Obviously, I ain't associating myself with them. So.
Yeah. Damn. King Yella, what's going on? Like, how you feel about King Yella? He been going viral lately.
I mean, clout chasing King Yella. That's more the way to put it. So that's chasing it at its highest. I just don't honor that, merching it on all my God brothers' names and shit like that. And certain niggas ain't even fuck with him like that. You even merchant on Kobe. Kobe ain't even fuck with you like that. He looked at you as a goofy. So talking about on brick, I understand that because folks came out to Vegas and he was fucking with you and shit, but he made you turn your gangsta up. So merchant on Duck, no, I don't honor that. Even though I know how hard everybody go hard for Duck, but when you mentioning folks them name in vain and you were lame and you not gonna do nothing to J Main, yeah, I got a problem with that.
So you saying how you know he not gonna do nothing to J Main?
Cause he flexing for the internet, man. He know he not even gonna be able to see folks or touch folks or none of that. Whether folks clap your baby mama cheeks or whatever the fuck the situation is, he's not gonna do nothing to him. So for him to just merch it the way he did, yeah, that's what I feel. That's some goof ass shit. Folks gonna turn it over in your grade and they grade because you lying on them.
Do you think him and Duck had a relationship? Like he think they had a relationship?
I don't know what kind of relationship they had because like I say, you know, we'll all be one gang, but everybody in their gang got their own groups of people that they hung with. All I knew Yellow from was being skeezy world. So you should merch it on your peoples and where you from and not on my people.
Facts.
You ain't merching it on where you from. You merching it on my peoples like this a name to joke around with when that shit be serious. You feel me? I don't even merch that shit. I'm grown and that nigga older than me. So for you to still even be doing that, that's some childish ass shit. I don't do that shit at all. The guys will tell you that. I never merch it on nobody, nigga. I merch it on myself, on my soul, cause nigga, I'm that nigga.
Have you ever had a conversation with him?
Far as a conversation that was like when Duck was alive, like I said, and he was a fan person at the time, like everybody been to my crib, so yeah. I done had a few conversations with him. We even talked about doing music at the time. That's when he was hot. But right now, he if he wanted to be an artist, he shouldn't be an artist. That's how I feel. Like he can stick to the blog and shit or whatever they do to make their money. I understand that everybody gotta make a living. I ain't tripping on how nobody feed their family, but when you say certain things and don't stand on it, that's when I have a problem. You can't merch it on a nigga that you know name means something and not stand on that shit. That's the problem I have. I ain't got nothing against them. Y'all can keep on being bloggers or whatever y'all trying to be. If your rap don't work, go to blogging, do whatever that's gonna make you some type of income and make yourself successful. I have nothing against that, but when it comes to merching it on my brothers and all that shit, nah, don't do that, and you can't stand on it. That's it.
How you and Duck meet each other?
We've been knowing each other since the projects, since the Ivy Wells projects, low end 39th.
What's like a story you feel about Duck that nobody really know or the world don't know?
I mean, it ain't really too many stories that you don't know, cause anytime me and Duck was together, it was a bunch of motherfuckers around. So, like, man, shit. Besides the parties we used to have, like Project X type of parties and shit. Like,
Project X.
yeah, you feel me? Like that movie.
Yeah.
We done have parties like that, shit over capacity, like whole block filled out. You gotta bring the law out, block the block off. We done had parties like that. So, besides having a good time with my brother and shit, since we like growing up as shorties, like folks had one of the biggest families when we was in the projects. If you know a weekly, bro, you know that's a big ass family, bro. So, me growing up and being around them, it didn't start off as Duck was specifically my first friend. It was his big brother, Brick, and his other big brother, Shell the Don, and Brick. Them was my best friends. Us growing up, playing motherfucking baseball, football, and shit like that, sports together. When we moved, everybody, when the projects got tore down, and we moved towards 63rd, that's where some of the people from the low end migrated to. I just so happened to be one of them people. And Duck so happened to be one of them people. That's just the area that we took over and we got known for on our own. But at the end of the day, me and Brick always had a low end, no end mentality. A lot of shit that we done, we take to the grave. So that's a lot of stuff I can't even speak on.
How did it feel? Rest in peace, Duck. Though, how did it feel when you found out he was killed?
How did it feel?
How was you feeling?
I was numb. I was down at the hospital while he was fighting, standing downstairs to see if he was gonna pull through this shit. Cause come on, man, bro, this ain't you. You got this shit, bro. Like, to hear that he didn't pull through, that's like, man, the world crashing down. Like, everything was just kind of like over after that. Motherfuckers want to be around each other. It's like, that was one of the anchors in the hood, you feel me? Like, that nigga done a lot of good versus, I don't care how y'all view his raps and music. It's just, man, it's music, it's entertainment, you feel me? But that was a humble ass, laid back ass nigga willing to do anything for anybody, as long as you respected him and treated him the right way. Oh God.
How many people showed up to the hospital?
Man, I can't even count. It was a lot of people.
A lot of people?
Hell yeah. I can't count that.
So what was your relationship like with GBE?
It ain't really no GBE relationship. I remember Keith when I was younger, like, I used to hang with him when he stayed with his granny, like, in the Michigan building on 63rd. Like 18th floor, I spent the night over there. That was like my homie then and shit. His pops, he was from like over on our side and shit, so he used to come over there and shit. Had to come to us, the block I was on. Used to walk him past the ass and shit, cause folks never try to be on bullshit, but he was like my homie, so if he was with me, I wouldn't let that shit happen. And he looked out for me one time too when I was over there in the building. Fool them, little see that, you know, they was finna try to jump on the nigga and shit. And he get that man, G. They try to jump on you and shit, go upstairs to my people's crib. And he prevented me from getting into some shit. So I looked out for him, he looked out for me. And we used to call each other like cuz at a certain time. So, you know how a motherfucker do back then. Like, that was like a way of getting a nigga out of some shit, even though that probably wasn't your cuz, but you fuck with this nigga, you ain't want nothing to happen to him. You would be like, no, that's my family, that's my cuz or some shit. Boom. So It was those situations. Both of us had them situations.
Chief Keef had a lot of smoke.
No, he ain't allowed to smoke. That nigga always been tight. Like when I knew him when I was younger and shit, he was always doing music and shit. That nigga knew how to footwork, dance, all that shit, bro. He used to go to little juke parties, all type of shit when we was younger and all that. So that's where I remember him from, being like, he always been into music when I knew him.
I'm saying though, was he in like a lot of fights, a lot, you know what I'm saying?
When I met him, he wasn't into a lot of fights, bro. Motherfuckers didn't believe back then. That's what I could say. And they didn't know that he was gonna be the motherfucker he is today. So.
Damn, so you saying people didn't believe in Chief Keef?
Yeah, I could say that. Just the same way I feel like niggas ain't believe in Duck, G. And they ain't see the impact that he was gonna have on motherfuckers, G. Cause overall, when I gotta pick between the two, I got Duck over Keef any day. That's the rap father for these niggas that don't know. That's the GOAT right there. But man,
Would you put Duck over Dirt?
hell yeah! What the fuck? That's no contest. He 100 times better than that nigga, bro. We ain't with all that extra shit, right? Like I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. He 100 times better than him. So any day, Duck over Dirt.
Did you know Dirt?
No, I ain't know him. Billion I know him. I ain't know him. I ain't gonna speak on nobody I don't know. I don't even know none of his songs. I'm the only nigga that don't know none of his songs. I might know a hook to one of the catchy songs, but I don't know like no verses, no lyrics, or none of that shit. Like I don't know none of his songs. Like it ain't like I don't listen to him intentionally. It's just I don't know nothing that'll catch my attention.
Damn. Hey, look, man. I was talking to Trench's News. He was like, when he was down bad with his leg, you was there for him.
Yeah, I was there through a lot of his time. Man. He was in a wheelchair. I was one of the only niggas that was helping bro out. I was sliding on that nigga shit. At that time, look, I had a whole moving truck working for a moving company pulling up on bro. Really out here, man. Look, we did a lot of shit together.
How was his spirits though when he was down?
Man, he felt like the motherfuckers he could count on, he couldn't count on, but I was one of the motherfuckers he could count on so long as like I was around, he was like in good spirit. So me and my peoples, we kept him in good spirit. And that motivated him to get up out that motherfucking wheelchair.
Did you see him doing the things that he doing now?
Far as him being Trench's News and all that shit, I can see it coming. It all comes to a breaking point. When you see other people's talking about shit that you actually know about, you want to tell your side of the story also. I feel everybody want to tell their life experiences. So, in order for like that to happen, like man, shit, I felt bro just broke out his shit, and he got to speaking on what he felt was real and what was fake. So he got to telling his story, his point of view. He might say it in a way that humor y'all, but it's a lot of shit that's actually the truth. It might sound like it's a movie or some shit out of a movie, but it be true as hell, for real.
So you staring at Trench's News?
I can step on that.
He be telling facts.
I can step on that. He be telling facts, G. He be telling facts.